For too long, we've treated winter as a season to endure. I say, let's embrace it. We are embarking on an extraordinary journey across 5 destinations, each a masterpiece of geography and human history that reach their absolute peak when dusted with snow. We are heading from the towering, silent majesty of the Swiss Alps to the rugged, geothermal heart of the Arctic Circle, stopping in fortified colonial towns, wilderness havens, and even a cleverly disguised Bavarian village right here in the USA. Our focus today is deep. We will peel back the layers of geography, understanding why these places developed where they did, then immerse ourselves in the culture and the historical narrative that defines them. Crucially, we will discover how these histories converge with the stunning spectacle of their famous Christmas and winter festivals. These are places where tradition isn't just observed, it's woven into the very fabric of the landscape. We're talking about the formidable Matterhorn, the ancient stone walls of Quebec, the staggering scale of the Canadian Rockies, the ingenuity of Iceland's geothermal power, and the sheer audacity of a Washington logging town that reinvented itself entirely. Each location represents a pinnacle of natural beauty married to compelling human endeavor. So let me ask you, if you could wake up tomorrow in a snow-covered, fairy tale setting, would you choose ancient history and quiet tradition, or boundless wilderness and bold geothermal innovation? Before we dive into our first stop, Zermatt, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss our future expeditions. And remember, the links below the video description are your treasure map to hunting down the cheapest flights and the most charming accommodations for every single destination we discussed today. Let's make this trip a reality. Zermatt, Switzerland. Zermatt's geographical location is the primary key to its enduring appeal. It sits at the foot of the mighty Matterhorn, Mont Cervin, a geological singularity whose near-perfect pyramid shape dominates the skyline at 14,780 feet, 4,478 meters. Zermatt itself is nestled deep in the Vispa Valley, surrounded by 38 separate peaks over 4,000 meters high. This extreme isolation and elevation define its identity. Crucially, Zermatt enforces a strict car-free policy. This isn't a modern gimmick. It's a commitment to preserving the air quality and the historical character of the village. Transportation within the village relies entirely on electric taxis and horse-drawn carriages, reinforcing a timeless, quiet luxury. The geography of towering peaks and deep valleys means the town developed vertically, maximizing light and minimizing footprint. The very challenge of accessing Zermatt via a scenic mountain railway from Tesch is part of the pilgrimage. Zermatt's history is inextricably linked to the golden age of alpinism in the mid-19th century. For centuries prior, it was a simple, remote farming community, largely inaccessible. Everything changed in 1865 with the tragic, yet legendary, first successful ascent of the Matterhorn by Edward Whymper, a feat that instantly put Zermatt on the world map. This event catalyzed the village's transformation from rustic farming community into a high-end tourist destination, built around the burgeoning industry of gidding and luxury lodging. The culture here is one of quiet competence, precision, and deep respect for the mountain. The Valesian people have historically maintained a dual culture, embracing the wealth brought by tourism while rigorously protecting their local alpine traditions. You see this in the architecture, traditional wooden chalets with stone roofs, and in the emphasis on high-quality, locally sourced cuisine like raclette and fondue. Sustainability is a cultural imperative here, driven by the unique challenge of maintaining a delicate ecosystem at this altitude. Zermatt's winter celebration is not about overwhelming commercial spectacle. It's about authentic Swiss Advent tradition and embracing the silent beauty of the snow-covered peaks. While many European cities host massive, bustling Christmas markets, Zermatt offers a more refined, introspective experience. The focus is on quality over quantity. The village hosts small, charming Advent markets in the town square, focusing on handmade local crafts, fine Valais wines, and traditional Swiss treats like Lebkuchen, gingerbread, and hot spiced wine Glühwein. The lighting displays are elegant, illuminating the old wooden structures rather than overwhelming them. The most profound part of a Zermatt Christmas is the setting itself. Imagine attending a Christmas Eve Mass in a centuries-old church with the quiet knowledge that the enormous, silent sentinel of the Matterhorn stands guard above. The mountain often catches the early morning light, turning pink and gold, a spectacle that feels spiritual in its raw, natural beauty. Traditional events often include historical tour explaining the gidding culture and quiet musical performances featuring brass bands playing traditional Swiss carols. The town's focus during this period is family, reflection, and appreciation for the sheer, unbelievable scale of the natural world surrounding them. It is alpine elegance at its finest. Zermatt is the gold standard of alpine retreat. Its car-free geography, dominated by the Matterhorn, dictates a culture of quiet luxury, historical preservation, and sustainable tourism born from the 19th century boom of alpinism. A Zermatt Christmas provides a traditional, elegant, and deeply memorable experience focused on the majesty of nature rather than consumerism. If your dream winter involves pristine air, Swiss precision, and waking up in the shadow of the world's most recognized mountain, Zermatt is your destination. Quebec City, Canada. Quebec City is situated dramatically along the north bank of the mighty St. Lawrence River, at the confluence with the smaller St. Charles River. Its strategic importance is dictated by its geography. The city is defined by Cape Diamond, a massive headland that rises steeply, creating a clear division between the upper town, Hauteville, and the lower town, Bassville. This elevation provided an unbeatable defensive position, controlling access to the interior of the continent via the St. Lawrence. The Old Quebec District, the focus of our visit, is the only walled city north of Mexico, earning it UNESCO World Heritage status. Its location means it experiences true, deep Canadian winter, with heavy snowfall often blanketing the historic ramparts and narrow streets, transforming the 17th and 18th century architecture into a living snow globe. Quebec City's history is crucial to understanding its unique atmosphere. Founded in 1608 by Samuel de Champlain, it served as the capital of New France and the epicenter of French colonization in North America. Its strategic location made it the site of numerous conflicts, most famously the 1759 Battle of the Plains of Abraham, where the British defeated the French, forever changing the course of Canadian history. Despite the changing flags, the French cultural legacy endured. The culture of Quebec City is one of fierce pride in its francophone identity. The joie de vivre, joy of living, pervades daily life. Architecturally, the city feels more European than North American, with mansard roofs, historic convents, and the imposing castle-like Fairmont-le-Château Frontenac dominating the upper town. The cultural calendar is rich, focusing on history, cuisine, think hearty tourtière and maple treats, and the French language. Walking the city walls feels like walking through a preserved chapter of the 17th century. Quebec City during the winter holidays is often cited as the most European Christmas experience you can find outside of Europe itself. The cold doesn't deter celebration, it enhances it. The city's main holiday draw is the Marché de Noël Allemand, German Christmas market. This might seem curious in a French city, but the market beautifully blends Germanic festive traditions with Quebecois warmth. Set in the gardens and squares of the old town, it features traditional wooden kiosks selling handcrafted ornaments, imported European goods, and of course, glühwein and German sausages. However, the real magic lies in the Noël, Christmas, traditions of old Quebec itself. The lower town, Petit Champlain district, is arguably the most photographed area during winter. Its narrow, winding streets are draped with evergreen boughs and thousands of twinkling white lights. Window displays feature historically accurate representations of 18th century life, emphasizing the colonial history. Traditional activities include outdoor skating rinks near the citadel and historical tour focused on how early settlers celebrated the deep winter holidays. The city's history of survival, fortification, and enduring culture adds a profound layer to the cheerful festival atmosphere, making the cold feel cozy and the history palpable. Quebec City offers a historical immersion unlike any other in North America. Its geographic location on Cap Diamant, overlooking the vital St. Lawrence River, dictated its development as a crucial fortified colonial capital. Culturally, it remains defiantly French. During winter, its UNESCO-protected architecture comes alive with the German Christmas market and traditional French-Canadian Noël celebrations, providing a powerful, romantic, and deeply historical holiday experience within its centuries-old walls. Leavenworth, Washington. Leavenworth is located in the beautiful Cascade Mountains of central Washington state, nestled in the scenic Wenatchee River Valley, just east of the dramatic peaks of Stevens Pass. Geographically, it is surrounded by the dry eastern slopes of the Cascades, which gives it a distinct climate. It receives substantial winter snow, making the mountain scenery dramatic, yet it avoids the constant rain of the western Puget Sound. Its location was initially chosen for resource extraction. It was a key stop on the Great Northern Railway line, situated perfectly to capitalize on the region's vast timber reserves and the growing need for rail infrastructure linking Seattle to the Midwest. The history of Leavenworth is one of near economic disaster and radical reinvention. For decades, the town thrived as a logging and railroad hub. But after the Great Northern Railway rerouted its main line away in the 1920s and the local logging mills shut down, Leavenworth went into a severe decline, struggling for decades to survive. By the 1960s, the town was dying. This prompted a legendary community effort called Project Life, Leavenworth Improvement for Everyone. Local leaders decided to completely overhaul the town's identity, choosing the highly marketable theme of a Bavarian village to attract tourism, utilizing the scenic alpine setting of the Cascades as a backdrop. They mandated specific architectural requirements, changing every facade to resemble traditional German thatchwork, half-timbered buildings. This was an audacious, top-down cultural transformation designed purely for economic survival. The resulting culture is a unique American-Bavarian hybrid. It is earnest, festival-driven, and proudly commercial. The town hosts huge, themed events year-round, from the Spring Mayfest to the massive Oktoberfest, focusing on German beer, sausages, and oompa music, all while maintaining a distinctly American, can-do community spirit. Leavenworth's commitment to its adopted identity pays off spectacularly during the holidays, making it perhaps the most famous Christmas town in the western United States. The cornerstone of the winter season is the Christmas Lighting Festival. This festival is a masterclass in deliberate, engineered holiday charm. Every weekend during the winter season, the entire village, from the smallest gift shop to the largest hotel, is draped in more than 500,000 shimmering lights. The spectacle culminates on weekends when the lights are simultaneously switched on, turning the town square into a blindingly bright, postcard-perfect scene. The celebration leans heavily into German Christmas traditions. Visitors enjoy Glühwein, roasted nuts, caroling by costumed villagers, and visits from the Christkind, a traditional gift bringer in parts of Germany. The town also boasts the unique Nutcracker Museum, housing thousands of antique and modern nutcrackers, further cementing the Bavarian holiday theme. This isn't merely decoration, it's the annual performance that literally saved the town's economy. The snow-dusted, faux Bavarian architecture, combined with the sheer volume of lights and the smell of roasting chestnuts, creates a highly immersive and joyous environment. Leavenworth proves that sometimes the most successful tradition is the one you choose and embrace completely. Leavenworth is a fascinating case study in geographical resilience and cultural reinvention. Originally an essential logging stop in the Cascade Mountains, the town faced oblivion until its dramatic 1960s transformation into a Bavarian village. This unique history fuels its vibrant, festival-centric culture. Its Christmas appeal rests entirely on the dazzling scale of the Christmas Lighting Festival, offering a bright, accessible, and uniquely American interpretation of traditional German holiday charm. Banff, Canada. Banff is spectacularly situated within Banff National Park, Canada's very first national park, established in 1885. The town lies in the Bow River Valley, encircled by immense mountain ranges, including Mount Rundle and Cascade Mountain. Geographically, it is the perfect meeting point of glacial activity, geothermal hot springs, and vital transportation routes, the Canadian Pacific Railway. The park status dictates that development is strictly controlled, ensuring that Banff remains a small, high-density hub surrounded by millions of acres of protected wilderness. This geography provides immediate, breathtaking access to massive glacial lakes, like Lake Louise, extensive ski terrain, and thermal waters, making outdoor activity the central purpose of any visit. Banff's history began with an accident of discovery. In the 1880s, construction workers on the Canadian Pacific Railway stumbled upon natural hot springs on Sulphur Mountain. Recognizing the lucrative potential, the Canadian government quickly reserved the land in 1885, making it a public park and pleasure ground. This established a legacy where tourism and conservation were inherently intertwined. The development was heavily championed by the railway, which built grand, luxurious properties designed to attract wealthy international travelers, most notably the iconic Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, designed like a Scottish baronial castle. This heritage has fostered a culture of high-end mountain resort living mixed with rugged Canadian outdoor adventure. The culture of Banff is characterized by a deep reverence for the surrounding wilderness and wildlife. Elk and deer frequently wander into the town site. It's a culture dedicated to active living, conservation ethics, and a blend of historic grandeur and modern alpine sports. The inhabitants of Banff live in one of the most geographically stunning and strictly regulated environments on Earth. Banff's holiday season is defined by its blending of luxurious indoor experiences with the sheer thrill of a true wilderness winter. The theme is very much a Rocky Mountain Christmas. The festivities often begin at the grand hotels. The Fairmont Banff Springs, for example, transforms into a Christmas wonderland, hosting Christmas at the Castle events, featuring elaborate decorations, formal dining experiences, and traditional English-style pantomimes. This historical hotel luxury sets an elegant, historical tone for the season. However, the real charm is found outdoors. Banff National Park becomes an enormous playground. The town facilitates classic Canadian winter activities, sleigh rides through the snow-dusted Bow Valley, cross-country skiing, and world-class downhill skiing and snowboarding at resorts like Lake Louise, Sunshine Village, and Mount Norquay. The town itself hosts the Banff Christmas Market, often held outside the High Street, featuring local artisans, food trucks, and warming stations. Unlike the historical focus of Quebec or the engineered charm of Leavenworth, Banff's celebration is about celebrating the season within the vast, awe-inspiring scale of the Rockies. The crisp, cold air, the massive mountain backdrops, and the possibility of encountering wildlife while shopping make the experience uniquely Canadian, a beautiful blend of rugged nature and cozy resort life. Banff's geography, situated in the Bow Valley within the Canadian Rockies, made it a natural site for a national park and tourism hub after the discovery of hot springs in the 1880s. Its culture is a balance of high-end resort luxury and deep conservation ethics. During the holidays, Banff offers a magnificent Rocky Mountain Christmas, characterized by grand hotel celebrations, robust outdoor activities, skiing, sleigh rides, and the unmatched, silent beauty of the snow-covered wilderness. Reykjavik, Iceland. Reykjavik is the capital and largest city of Iceland, located in the southwestern corner of the country on the coast of Faxaflói Bay. Geographically, it is a city defined by geothermal power. It sits on the active mid-Atlantic ridge, resulting in prolific volcanic activity and easy access to natural hot water, which provides almost all of the city's heating and electricity. This unique location means that even when the air is freezing, the sidewalks in the city center are sometimes heated from below to melt snow. Despite its high latitude, placing it far north, the warming influence of the Gulf Stream prevents the harbor from freezing, enabling it to function year-round. Reykjavik's location guarantees extreme seasonal light variation, long days in summer, and intense, prolonged darkness in winter, which fundamentally shapes the culture and holiday celebrations. Reykjavik is believed to be the site of the first permanent settlement in Iceland, founded by Ingólfur Arnarson around 874 AD. For centuries, it remained a small, remote fishing and farming outpost. Its true development began in the 18th century, growing from a trading post into a major town. It became the epicenter of Iceland's independence movement and was officially established as the capital in 1944, when Iceland became a republic. Icelandic culture is profoundly shaped by its isolation, its intense geology, and its Viking heritage. The literary tradition, particularly the sagas, remains a foundational element of national identity. Icelanders possess a unique blend of modern design sensibility and a deep belief in folklore elves, hidden people, showcasing a resilient spirit built around conquering harsh natural elements. Due to the reliance on geothermal power, the culture is one of environmental innovation and sustainability. Celebrating Christmas in Reykjavik, or Jól, is a distinct experience steeped in unique Icelandic folklore, a direct response to the long, dark Arctic winter. The most defining cultural element is the replacement of the single Santa Claus with the 13 Yule lads, Jólasveinar. These are mischievous, troll-like figures from Icelandic mythology who come down from the mountains one by one in the 13 days leading up to Christmas Eve. Children place shoes in the windows, receiving a small treat if they've been good, or a raw potato if they've been bad. This deep dive into folklore makes the holiday period profoundly unique. Because of the extreme lack of sunlight, the winter solstice brings only a few hours of dim light. The holiday celebrations are fiercely focused on light. Every street, window, and house is aggressively lit to combat the darkness, creating a spectacular glow against the snow. Traditional events include the lighting of the enormous Oslo Christmas tree, a gift from Norway, and the small, charming Christmas village market. A beloved Icelandic holiday tradition is Jólabókaflóð, the Christmas book flood. Iceland publishes most of its books between October and December, and the tradition dictates that everyone receives a new book on Christmas Eve to be read that night with chocolate, making it a nation of bookworms during the holidays. The Reykjavik Christmas celebration is not just festive, it is a vital cultural celebration of light, folklore, and endurance in the face of the long night. Reykjavik's dramatic geography, built upon geothermal power at the edge of the Arctic Circle, has fostered a culture of resilience, innovation, and strong ties to Viking sagas. Its history traces from the first Viking settlers to its role as a modern republic. During Jól, Reykjavik shines, literally, with festivals focused on combating the dark, anchored by the unique and mischievous folklore of the 13 Yule lads and the beloved tradition of the Christmas book flood. From the silent, magnificent tradition of car-free Zermatt, standing watch over the Matterhorn, we journeyed to the fortified, francophone history of Quebec City. We marveled at the sheer audacity of Leavenworth's Bavarian reinvention in the American Cascades. We embraced the luxurious, wild majesty of a Rocky Mountain Christmas in Banff National Park. And finally, we learned to combat the Arctic darkness with folklore, light, and literature in geothermal Reykjavik. Each location, shaped by its unique geography, be it towering Alps, strategic rivers, resource-rich valleys, or the volatile mid-Atlantic ridge, has cultivated a holiday celebration that is a perfect reflection of its history and its heart. Thank you so much for traveling with me. Wishing you all good health, incredible adventures, and a journey filled with curiosity. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so we can keep exploring the natural wonders of the world together. Until next time.